10.2, arc, central angle, radius. All right, do now number 1. Through how many radians does the minute hand of a clock turn in 24 minutes? So here's your clock, here's your hour hand, your minute hand. 24 minutes looks like it's right around here. So how many degrees is this? First change degrees so we can change it to radians. So you want to set up a proportion. 24 minutes over 60 minutes equals x degrees over 360 degrees. All right, here's your math. You convert the degrees to radians by multiplying by pi over 180 degrees. We end up with 0.8 or 8/10 pi. All right, the lesson of the day is all about this formula. Right, S equals theta r. This means the arc equals the angle in radians times the radius. So here is your radians, here is your radius, and S is your arc. Okay? S is your arc intercepted by the central angle. Theta, the Greek letter theta, is the central angle in radians. Very important that you keep it in radians. And the radius is r, obviously. So it all fits together by this formula. S equals theta times r. The arc equals the angle in radians times radius. Number 1. All right, so here we have our circle. We want to find S given r and theta. All right, so write down the given information. This is what we're trying to find. Theta is given to us in degrees, 165 degrees. We have to convert to radians. We have to use the pi divided by 180. We end up with 11 pi over 12. And the radius is given to us as 2.4 meters. Plug it into the formula, multiply it out, and we get 6.9 meters. All right, here's you do number 2. A circle is drawn to represent a pizza with 12-inch diameter. The circle is cut into 8 congruent pieces. So right away, we know that if it's 8 slices of pizza, then one slice has an angle of 45 degrees, because we know that 360 degrees divided by 8 equals 45 degrees. The circle, what is the length of the outer edge of one piece of the circle? So we want to know basically what the arc is, S. We know that the radius is 6 because the diameter was given to us as 12. So here's the given information. S is what we're looking for. Theta is 45 degrees, which we have converted to radians, pi over 4 radians. And the radius is 12 divided by 2, which is 6. Plug all this into our formula, and we end up with 6 pi over 4, which reduces to 3 pi over 2. The answer is 3. Kathy and Tammy are at point A on a circular track that has a radius of 150 feet. As shown in the accompanying diagram, they run counterclockwise along the track from A down to S, a distance of 247 feet. Find to the nearest degree the measure of the minor arc AS. Now remember, minor arc is the smaller arc, not the larger arc here, the major arc. So here's the given information. S equals 247. Theta is what we're trying to find this time. And the radius is 150 feet. Putting all this into our formula, we get 247 equals theta times 150, divide both sides by 150, and we end up with 1.647 radians. Remember, they asked for the degrees, so we have to convert this back to degrees, and the nearest degree would be 94 degrees. Number 4, in a circle whose radius is 9 centimeters, what is the number of radians in a central angle if the length of the intercepted arc is 18 centimeters? So here's our circle, right? This time we are looking for the central angle. They give us the arc, which is 18, and the radius, which is 9. Here's our formula. We plug in 18 and 9. We divide both sides by 9, and the answer is 2 radians. Very simple and straightforward. Number 5, Ileana buys a large circular pizza that is divided into 8 equal slices. She measures along the outer edge of the crust from one piece and finds it to be 5.5 inches. So here's 5.5 inches. I already changed it to decimal. And once again, we have the 8 equal slices, so we know we're talking 45 degrees. What is the diameter of the pizza to the nearest inch? Keep in mind that when we use our formula, we're going to find the radius. So at the very end of the problem, we need to double our answer, whatever the radius is, times 2. So let's write down the givens. 5.5, 45 degrees. We need to convert degrees to radians because that's how this formula works. 45 degrees is pi over 4 radians. Let's set it up. Here's the formula, S equals theta r. 5.5 goes in for S, and theta gets pi over 4 radians. We're going to divide both sides by pi over 4. And when you divide 5.5 divided by pi over 4, please, please, please put it in the calculator with parentheses around pi over 4. If you don't, you will get the wrong answer. As you can see, the radius is 7. And finally, they ask for the diameter, so we're going to multiply 7 times 2, and the answer is 14. Number 6, a central angle of a circular garden measures 2.5 radians and intercepts an arc of 20 feet. There's our given information. What is the radius of the garden? So we simply, here's the picture that goes along with it. Here's 20 feet. Here's the radians. And we plug it into the formula, S equals theta r. 20 equals 2.5 r. We divide both sides by 2.5. And our final answer is 8 feet. Good luck to you.